How do you break down ideas and evaluate their merit?
The first thing you do is you have to see if there's anyone doing it already, right? Is there a market for it? That's the first thing I do. Is anyone doing this already? Is anyone already out there looking at the space? Depending on that answer, I will move forward. The funny thing is that a lot of times when you're looking at an idea, you'll go into the marketplace and you'll try to find someone else who's doing it, and no one will, all of a sudden maybe you find that no one's doing it,
right.
And you think to yourself, I'm the first.
Right.
That's not always a good thing. Not always a good thing. A lot of times, if there's no one there doing it, it's because it's not a market. It's
right.
not an idea. It's
right.
not something that people want.
Right.
You know. So that's something that's very hard. That I think is something that takes experience
yeah.
to really differentiate the two. But it's a really important little fact.
Yeah.
It's a little important kind of nuance to the idea that you're a first to market. You can be first to market in a lot of cases. It's totally possible. But right. You can also be first to a market that doesn't exist.
Sure.
So that's the first part. Then I'll dive into basically, you call up my network. You call up a bunch of people, friends, coworkers, associates. New York actually has a really good little startup scene, as we just talked about, and there's lots of entrepreneurs out there who love to debate new ideas and will be sounding boards for you. And you start bouncing your ideas off of them, and a lot of times your idea will morph during that period of time. Yeah. It'll get better. It'll get stronger. The story will get stronger during that period of time. And it's important to have those group of people that you can talk to, that you can bounce those ideas off of. Next thing you do is you start to say, okay, well, how does this idea materialize into something tangible, whether it's a piece of software or a service or even something physical, right? An actual product. So then you can start diving into that. What's it going to cost for me to make it, to produce it? How do I sell it? What's my go-to-market? What's my channel? Is it easy, or is it just massive effort? Is it a succinct story, or is it something that's much more complex? Where I have to get 5 things have to happen in order for me to actually be able to talk about it at a customer. Mm-hmm. Is it a consumer or enterprise product? That's always an interesting question. You got to figure out, because that forks you in 2 radically different directions.
How so?
Well, with an enterprise product, it's a little more formulaic in kind of how you go to market and how you take the product out. There's typically an enterprise sales staff that you have to hire, and an enterprise sales cycle, which can take, depending on the product, anywhere from 3 months to I've seen 1.5 years, 2 years in some cycles. Yeah. It can get really out of hand. So you need to be able to know that you've got the air cover, the capital, to cover yourself during that very long sales cycle. Sure. As opposed to a consumer site, you can literally unveil your site to the world, and within a week you could have 10,000 uniques a day. I mean, it's that explosive in the consumer space. Now, that's hard to do, obviously. It doesn't happen every day, but it's possible. One thing that's so different now versus 10 years ago was, even to try some of these consumer ideas, these really simple consumer ideas, you'd have to leave your job and raise 10 million bucks. You buy, servers and you got to get a DBA. It was it was very expensive to start anything, just to try something off the cuff. Now it is so cheap. It is so easy to try something. You basically, if you have a job and you just have an idea, you want to take a shot, $5,000-10,000, you're good. You're off to the races in a lot of cases for most businesses. And eventually in the end, if you're still, after you do all that vetting and you've talked to all the people and you've looked at created a business plan, created your investor deck, you've thought about it, and it still seems like a really good idea, yeah, you got something. You do. You got something at that point.